Hi guys, welcome to Fougere Family Adventures. Today's video is a 2019 year in review video. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button down below. Please hit the little bell. Please give us some support. Show your support. Subscribe to this channel. If we want to hear from you guys, comment on the videos. Let us know what you want to see next. We've got some good stuff planned for 2020. Every year we try and do a different lake. And as the kids get older, we're starting to branch away from kokanee, which has been primarily our main species of focus over the last few years. This year, hopefully you can really get into some lake trout and maybe some bass. That's kind of the two other species that we're gonna start to target. But this year, 2019, lots of kokanee fishing, rainbow trout fishing, tried a little bass, didn't catch any bass this year. We did have some action on the topwater lures. So of course, up here, the northern caribou ice fishing season is the first season. It's the 2018-2019 ice fishing season. Did some ice fishing on 10 Mile, did some ice fishing on Tyee. Got a couple good ice fishing videos made for you guys to watch. So take a look at our kokanee playlist. Check us out. We're doing some ice fishing, doing some open water fishing for kokanee. Got lots of videos there for you. Take a look at our how-to videos. We've got lots of great how-to videos. Help you learn how to catch kokanee. Help you learn how to fix a downrigger. We got that in there for this year. It was great. Got to learn some of that. And we'll talk about some of the lakes. 10 Mile Lake. 10 Mile Lake is our hometown lake. Did lots of kokanee fishing on there. Got to use some new gear. Got to use some old goats. Got to use some how deep tackle, some kilmaris, some katana blades. I even used some Fougere tackle. I didn't talk about it too much, but I had some Fougere blades this year. They were great. Caught a bunch of kokanee on those. And I had some Lured Jensen rods. We got to try some Lured Jensen downrigger kokanee rods. They were amazing. Absolutely loved them. Can't wait for you guys to see some of these videos using Lured Jensen rods. So fast forward to McLeese Lake. We try and fish McLeese Lake once every other year, once a year. It's really close to home. Kokanee are perfect size. And we got to McLeese Lake, spent a couple hours, caught nothing. And then all of a sudden we found the school. McLeese Lake, once you find a school, you stay on that school. And we limited out. Our boys had a blast. They were helping each other net fish. We were catching all sorts of fish, losing all sorts of fish. It was a great time. Fished right to the end of the day. And McLeese Lake, check out that video. I'll try and put that one up here for you. It was a great day. And Austin and I went down to Big Lake as well this year. We went down for the Big Lake Fishing Derby that happens every year. Unfortunately, we did not get anything big. We got a couple trout. And we broke Austin off in the downrigger clip, and he ended up hand lining a trout in. That was kind of fun. Could not find the kokanee on Big Lake either. That lake has just stumped me. That one is a hard one. I know some of the locals there have a pretty good time catching them once you find out where the school is. If you stay on them from day to day, it'd be okay. But I haven't seemed to figure out Big Lake, sorry. That is a little bit more of a difficult lake to fish. If you're looking for a challenge, I'd suggest checking that one out. Then we went to Hathaway Lake. Hathaway Lake has been one of our favorites for the last few years. We've been going to Moose Haven Resort. Absolutely love them. Russ and Michelle, you guys do an awesome job. Keep up the great work. We can't wait to come back there. Hathaway Lake did cause us some grief. The weather was really tough this year. We've had some really sporadic weather all summer, so it was tough, but it was exciting because it made the fishing tougher, more challenging. And we had to locate those fish. We had to hone in on what they wanted. We finally found out what they wanted, and the Gibbs gear was doing the job. Gibbs bling blades, Gibbs dogtail dodgers. Can't believe how awesome they worked. We even left them on for the next lake. We went over to Puntsy Lake. Absolutely awesome lake, Puntsy Lake. And we got to see the pelicans. We got to hang out right in our lodge, right on the lake. We stayed at Kokanee Bay Resort. Absolutely loved it. We went around and checked out all the other resorts on the lake, and they're all wonderful. We can't wait to try them all. We got some cinnamon buns there next door. And yeah, I got to hang out with the locals and learn about Puntsy Lake, a natural kokanee fishery. Absolutely amazing, good sized fish. Then we had a weekend. We stayed up in Prince George and we fished Purdon Lake. Wow, Purdon Lake, super close to Prince George. And the limit of kokanee up there was 10. They're a little bit smaller, but wow, there was just so many kokanee in there. You could hardly get one rod down and the other one would go off. We had, I think at one point, we had 5 people in the boat. We could have had 5 rods out, but really there just was not enough time to set the lines up. You're just hooking fish. As the downrigger's going down, a kokanee would bite. As you're letting line out, a kokanee would bite. It didn't matter. They were all over. Purdon Lake, check out that video. That was a really fun time with kids. Lots and lots of fish in that lake for kids to catch. And we had a great time at Tyee Lake this summer. Don't really have a ton of video footage from there, but we got to go with our friends in their pontoon boat, do our first fishing trip on a pontoon boat that is rigged up with a downrigger. A friend of mine learned how to rig up a downrigger on his boat. He liked it, so he rigged up a second one. And hopefully I can make some videos of that for you guys of how he set it up, because a pontoon boat, fishing in one of those, it's probably one of the best types of fishing I've done so far. The kids can go up front, the adults can stay down back. The kids come to the back, they do some fishing, they go up and they take a break. So bought us a lot of time fishing on the lake, having a pontoon boat on the lake. That was a lot of fun. Then next lake we went to was one that I've been wanting to get to for a few years now. Been wanting to ice fish it, but haven't had a chance. So we booked a cabin, late notice cabin on Lac de Roche, down the road from Bridge Lake. Fished Bridge Lake for the first time, and wow. Absolutely another thumbs up for that lake. It is a big lake, so the wind can pick up quite quickly. The bottom does come up quickly. There are a lot of shelves and everything that your downriggers can hang up on, your downrigger balls, so be very careful if you're fishing this lake, please. This one is a fun lake, but it could turn into a treacherous trip. So Bridge Lake was awesome. I will have a video of Bridge Lake up here because I really like that lake. I'm going to be going back there one day. And in August, we had one more kick at the can. Tom and I went on a day trip, drove from here down to Horse Lake. We fished Horse Lake for the first time ever, heard that the kokanee fishing was picking up there, and where'd they go? They just disappeared. We could not find those fish. We ended up getting 2. I think I lost about 4 or 5. But they're all quite small kokanee still, so I'm not quite sure what's happening in Horse Lake, but I will be back to that lake. I did enjoy that lake. So Horse Lake, we fished that. That lake there was the first time I put one of my mealworms on one of my lures and my hooks, and it did work really well. So 2020, you stay tuned. I'll be using mealworms in the summer. I think it just adds a different scent than corn. Something different in the water that the fish aren't used to smelling, so it attracts them in a little bit more. Okay, so kokanee fishing, we usually stop kokanee fishing just before the fall, at the end of August. We take a little bit of a break in August, in the last 2 weeks of August, and when we get into September, we are into rainbow trout and salmon season, and maybe if I'm lucky in 2020, steelhead season. I'm looking forward to do that again. So we did do some rainbow fishing on Dragon Lake. I've got a couple great videos, so I'll put one of them up here. Awesome rainbow trout fishing on Dragon Lake this fall. I used nothing but spoons. I did a little bit of trolling, but I wanted to learn how to fish for rainbows with spoons, and wow, just amazing. I was using Gibbs Crocs, had really small ones. I lost one, so I put on my ½ ounce, same one I used for coho fishing. I could not believe these rainbows coming in right up to the boat. You're just drifting along with the wind or anchored, and you can just witness and watch all these fish coming in right up to the boat with a spoon. Absolutely amazing. If you haven't done it already, I suggest you try fishing for rainbows with spoons. And I won't have any videos on my salmon fishing trip this year. I just decided to take a break from videoing, and we explored a whole bunch of rivers in the lower mainland. We usually go in October. Lots of great salmon season happening. There's lots of videos out there if you want to take a look at all the videos for salmon. But we ended up catching some pretty nice coho on the spoon. Like I said earlier, same spoons that we use for rainbows now, so you really don't have to change your gear. You just take the same rod with you and the same setup. You don't change it at all. So salmon fishing was great this year. And of course, take another break in November until mid-December when the ice starts setting up on the lakes. And this year, so far 2019, we've been to Chimney Lake. It was not great for me, but other people did quite well. The bite was on, the bite was off. That's kokanee fishing, no big deal. Got to check out a new lake, and we fished 10 Mile Lake for kokanee. So we are looking forward to 2020. We hope you love our videos. We hope you check out some of our how-to videos, check out some of our kokanee videos, our rainbow videos. We've got a couple old pike ones on there with the kids, but nothing major yet. So stay tuned as we grow our channel. We're going to have lake trout coming your way, hopefully bass, hopefully more salmon, hopefully pike, because we want to do more pike and walleye. Lots of species on the agenda here over the years. So if you haven't done so already, one more time, please hit that subscribe button at the end here. Subscribe to our channel and show your support. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and stay tuned for another one in 2020.